Well, cartoons are surely changing in their standards and animation. The Disney characters that we have grown up with and loved are quite special, but could they be more special in more ways than one? Hola lovely people, welcome back to our channel LGBTQ Capital. Today we'll be talking about the Disney characters who are just speculated to be gay. Keep watching until the end to find out which Disney character is considered to be the most gay. We hope you enjoy this video. If so, please let us know in the comments and give a thumbs up to show your support. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss a thing. Disney has never overtly declared any character to be gay, always leaving us in suspense. Disney is highly tuned to gay coding, hence it is up to regular watchers to pick up on the hints. Gay coding is where Disney portrays a character with some traits that could be quite distinctive. Whether it is a good thing or a bad one, we'd never know. However, if you are curious as to which characters might be gay, this is the video for you. Now without further ado, let's dive in. Number 12, Scar from The Lion King. Scar just might be queer as he's highly queer-coded. The theory was constructed by Lion King fans as Scar was designed differently from his brother Mufasa. Scar was slight in build and his mannerisms were slightly different. He was cynical and had a mellow voice, which was in stark contrast to his brother, who was relatively deep voiced and masculine. Scar also has no mate and never showed open interest in partners. Considering the natural aspects, no pride would accommodate another male lion. They would either be killed off or exiled. Here, Scar was accommodated nevertheless. Also, Scar quietly said that he was at the shallow end of the gene pool when it came to brute strength. This is assumed by fans to be potential gay coding where masculinity is reserved for straight men in the community. Number 11, Ursula from The Little Mermaid. We have grown up seeing how the cruel-hearted Ursula took away Ariel's melodious voice. However, this villain might just have been modeled after a very famous drag queen. Her hairdo, makeup, and outfits are all just fabulous. Ursula herself is extremely bossy and flamboyant. The Little Mermaid producer and lyricist Howard Ashman was the one who designed Ursula. He made many sketches. One of these, the one of the bold, overweight ladies who everyone said looked like Divine, actually was the one that he felt was perfect for Ursula. Divine was actually the drag queen persona of the late Harris Milstead. She was a key player in director John Waters' property company of actors. She starred in Pink Flamingos and the original version of Hairspray as a housewife, Edna Turnblad. Ashman was very familiar with Divine, and this was brought out in his character designs of her. He even coached the voice actress to bring out all these aspects perfectly. This is quite cool, don't you agree? Number 10, Governor Ratcliffe and WIGGINS from Pocahontas. Pocahontas was an amazing movie that had Governor Ratcliffe and his henchman Higgins as the villains. Ratcliffe is foppish, dressed in a purple doublet with ruffled cups and a cape. He has extremely grandiose notions and a pompous style of living. He is very flamboyant and heartless. Now WIGGINS is his aide who is extremely non-masculine. He fawns and fusses over Ratcliffe a lot. He takes care of Percy and Ratcliffe cries openly when he sees Ratcliffe appear and comes off as a very sensitive and smart person. The fans say that these characteristics portray them as outmoded caricatures of the queer community. In those times, such traits automatically made them evil. This was also a form of borderline toxic masculinity, thus giving us an insight into what people thought of the whole thing. Number 9, Pumbaa and Timon from The Lion King. This epic combination of the tiny and forthright Timon with the cute and aloof Pumbaa gave the whole Lion King franchise a touch of level comedy. We've seen how attached these two tended to be with each other, and how they took care of Simba like their own son. In the Lion King live-action remake, there were intentions to make Timon and Pumbaa gay lovers. Hakuna Matata would be a rendition symbolizing their fierce and free love. It would signify the freedom these two lovers shared from their forbidden romance. Makes sense now, doesn't it? Number 8, LeFou from Beauty and the Beast. Remember the insufferable Gaston in Beauty and the Beast? Well, his sidekick LeFou is remembered for how crazy he was about Gaston. It could even be described as a sort of goofy admiration. If you had any doubts about this, in the live-action remake, LeFou was shown as expressively gay. The moments he shared with Gaston actually didn't leave a single doubt. The director himself described LeFou as somebody who on one day wants to be Gaston and on another day wants to kiss Gaston. The confusion of the character is brought out extremely well. The great part is how well it all plays out at the end. This is indeed an exclusively gay moment in a Disney movie. Number 7, Bucky and PRONK from Zootopia. The movie had us grooving along with Shakira's best tunes. However, there's a really heartwarming scene where Judy Hopps, the protagonist, meets Bucky and PRONK. Judy hears them yelling at each other but also hears them when they're happy, and this shows a relationship. This was what the directors intended to do. They wanted to show a gay couple just enjoying their married life to the fullest. Number 6. Cogsworth and Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. It is not just Gaston and LeFou who are gay, but many fans have also suspected this. Remember the two sweethearts Lumiere and Cogsworth? They were also highly gay-coded. However, while that wasn't apparent in the cartoon, the live action seemed to hint at it quite a lot. Many people have built up upon this concept. The characters have made their inherent love and support for each other look almost surreal, thus making them quite the popular couple. Number 5. Disco Boy Ken from Toy Story 3. The Ken doll has been everyone's favorite partner for Barbie. In his screen debut in Toy Story 3, Ken has a dream house with a closet full of sparkly outfits. According to fans, this is a subtle hint that Ken is actually a closet gay fashionista who is obsessed with sparkly purples and curly cues. His character, however, was built quite negatively as they showed that he was highly homophobic. In Toy Story 3, the scenes with the Ken doll were accurate portrayals of homophobia with misogyny. The scene where Ken suggests that the worst things a boy can be are either a girl or homosexual is especially negative. Number 4. Elsa from Frozen. Elsa is our absolute favorite for sure. This movie did not just cause a ripple in feminism, but also in the LGBTQ community. The fans of the movie felt she was queer or gay, and her song Let It Go is considered to almost be a coming out anthem. Her lack of interest in marriage, her being isolated from society, her feeling of not belonging anywhere were all related to by a lot of the gay community. She's surely an icon for us. Number 3. Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. This character has surely come a long way. From being just a neglected and sulking villain, she's evolved into a character with such depth in the live-action movies dedicated to her character. We don't just think she's a spurn lover. She has a lot of depth and misunderstanding associated with her. Hence, she seems to have rung the gaydar of quite a few fans, but we never know. Number 2. YZMA and KRONK from The Emperor's New Groove. Now, let's go way back to the classics. This movie was way ahead of its time for sure. One of the most popular characters from The Emperor's New Groove is the over-muscled KRONK. He is kind to animals and is able to talk to squirrels, but is also as dumb as a bag of hammers. KRONK is deeply loyal to his mistress YZMA, who's the royal advisor to Emperor Kuzco. Some people are of the opinion that KRONK has a queer sensibility. It makes sense too, considering how deeply loyal he is but still blows up in anger when his cooking gets insulted. He's portrayed queer so subtly that it may not even be apparent. Number 1. Jafar from Aladdin. Do you remember the Arabian Nights theme when you see his name? Jafar is the villain in the Aladdin movies, and he is stately and refined with a pencil-thin Van Dyke beard, highly arched eyebrows, and dark lids with a hint of eyeshadow. He prefers to use magic rather than get his hands dirty and wear his robes and walks with a sort of elegance. Many people actually associate this with his sexuality. The lead animator on Jafar was a man named Andreas Deha, who is openly gay and has worked on the characters like Hercules, Lilo and Stitch, Gaston in Beauty and the Beast, and Scar in The Lion King. In another interview, someone actually said that Deha modeled Jafar using his own characteristics. This would be crazy cool, isn't it? So that was a huge list. Have you suspected that any of these characters belong to the LGBTQ community? What did you think? Let us know in the comments below. On that note, we come to the end of today's video. We hope you had a great time, and we can't wait to have you back on our channel, LGBTQ Capital. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn your notifications on. And hey, remember there is nothing wrong with you, but there is a lot wrong with the world you live in.